Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome to the Custom of Interest. Alright, so I got my hands on possibly the closest AirPod clone ever. I picked it up from a site called podsbay.com. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. Alright, so I'll be comparing these side by side with the AirPods Gen 2. I'll be using the CA scoring method to compare these. This will be the comparison portion of the CA scoring method. So they'll be scored out of 12 in 8 different areas. The AirPods, because they are the original, they automatically get a 10 in every single area. So if the clone surpasses the original in any way, I can show it. Alright, getting right into the packaging of the two. Looking at the boxes side by side, they look very similar, but there are a few differences. Looking at the front of the boxes side by side, the clone's box is a slight shade darker of white. Other than that, the front, they are exactly the same. There are some differences on the side. On the clone, the sides are completely blank, but on the original, there are Apple logos on the sides with the name on the top and other information on the bottom of the box. The back of the boxes are very similar. Opening the two at the same time, you get designed by Apple in California on both of them. One thing I do need to say is the quality of the box is almost identical. Taking out the Design by Apple in California insert, you get both of the AirPods. Removing both of them from the packaging, there is finally a charger. Both are lightning port chargers. The clone get a score of 9 points just because there wasn't those extra details on the side of the box. And remember, the AirPods get 10 points in every single area. Up next is the design of the case. Alright, looking at the two side by side, they seem to be the exact same. The only thing difference is the original says Custom of Interest on them because those are mine. The LED of the two is in the exact same place. The latch and the indents of the lid are identical. On the bottom, they use the exact same charging method. Flipping them over to the back, they both have a button in the middle of the case. Below the lid, it says Designed by Apple in California, which is exactly what the original has. This is what sets it apart. The lid is also very smooth, just like the original, and the overall case score for the clone is a 10, which means it got the same as the AirPods. Alright, now for the design of the headphones. I knew right as I pulled these out of the case, I would be hard pressed to find any differences at all. But here is what I could find. There are two differences that I could find in the whole thing. The first one is the font of the side indicator is slightly more bold on the clone than the original. And the second one is the white part between the two metallic charging ports is slightly more wide and less clean looking. Other than that, they look identical. All the sensor dots are in the exact same place. All the mesh is identical. The clones even have the text on the underside of the headphone. The headphones designed get a 9.5 because the differences were so small between the two. Now for the connectivity of the headphones. Both of these headphones have the H1 chip in them. This means that they pair with exceptional speeds. When you are pairing them to your iPhone, a pop-up screen will come up for both of the headphones. Both of the screens are very responsive and work very effectively. Neither of them have any Bluetooth lag. This means that when you watch videos or movies, the words will match up perfectly. I did a distance test between the two, but I lost the footage, but I still have the exact distances of how far they went. The AirPod clones went 114 feet from the phone before they disconnected, and the originals went 116 feet from the phone. 2 foot difference, which is nothing really big at all. For the connectivity, the clones get a 10. Now for the battery life of the two. The original AirPods can get 4 hours of music playback on one charge, with an extra 24 hours with the case. The clone averaged 3.5 hours of playback time with 21 hours with the case. The clones get a score of 8.5 on this one. Now for the features and cool things about them. They both do have touch functions. For the originals, you can adjust what you want them to be. Their only options are double tap for either side, and the options you can edit are Siri, play pause, next track, previous track, or just turn them off. For the clones, they do also have touch functions, and they are click either side once to play or pause the music, double click either side to go to the next song, triple click either side to go to the previous song, and click and hold to get the smart voice assistant. On the clones, the LED on the case has a little bit more use than the original. When the light flashes 4 times, it means that the headphones are at 100%. 3 times for 75%, 2 times for 50%, and 1 time for 25%. For both of them, when they are charging, the LED will turn red and tell you that they are charging. Both of them do have wireless charging. Also, in the Bluetooth menu in the settings, they both do say AirPods. Overall, I'll give the clones a 11 because they have a few more useful features in my opinion. This means that they beat the AirPods in this area. Now for the audio quality. Honestly, after listening to both of them side by side for 30 minutes straight, I couldn't tell the difference. They sound exactly the same to me. And if you don't trust me, take it from these people. Alright, so we're going to be testing out between these two AirPod clones. These are the Apple AirPods Gen 2 and these are the Super clones. And yeah, so you're going to try the Apple AirPods first. So put them in your ears. Now here are the clones.
They're lighter. The case is lighter. That's interesting.
tell me, which ones, how'd they sound compared to the other ones?
So the quality of them seemed about the same. The real ones might have been a little deeper, but they were pretty close. I like the functionality of how it pairs by itself and it tells you it's connected, but the sound was pretty comparable.
All right, got our second contestant to try out the clones versus the AirPods. And so you're gonna start with the AirPods. These are the AirPods Gen 2 with wireless charging case. And so just take them out, put them in your ears. Put them in the case. Now these are the clones. Alright, how do they sound?
I think that they sounded the same.
Alright, the clones get a score of 10 points for perfectly matching the audio quality of the AirPods. Now for the mic quality. Alright, so these are the clones that I've been testing in this video right now, and this is the mic quality you can expect from them. They're just in my ears right now as if I was talking on a phone call or anything like that. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, hopefully they sound pretty good. Alright, so these are the AirPod Gen 2s, and they're in my ears right now just like I'd be talking on the phone or anything like that. And this is the mic quality you can expect from them. So yeah, testing, 1, 2, 3. These are the Apple AirPods Gen 2 mic quality. Alright. The mic quality wasn't quite as good as the original, and for those reasons I give them an 8 in this area. Alright, at the end of my testing, the clones get a score of 76 points, and the AirPods were scored 80 points. These clones came very close to the originals in just about every single area. If you'd like to buy these, there's a link in my description and possibly in my comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and peace.